What is going on, my Big Truck of Beef family? How y'all doing? It's currently later than I want it to be right now, and I'm waiting to get loaded. So this is a little story of mine that I wanted to share with y'all about my personal life and how it's affected me, and how I've grown with it, and how I have outgrew, or I'm sorry, no. I have become success out of having pretty much nothing to having anything I want. I have a lot of people asking me, how do I get my CDL? I want to get out of this life. You know, I got people wanting to start fresh. They want a good job. They want something with stability. And I tell them what to do and how to get their CDL, where to go, what schools to go to, what companies to go to, what companies not to go to. I try to do everything I can because I want more people in this industry. I want more people to understand the industry, and I want more people to respect the industry, because people like me that grew up in it, I respect it because this is my life. This is my livelihood, and I respect every single one of you out there as drivers, doing your job, doing your thing for your family, and this is our life. When I was 18 years old, I got cocky. I thought I knew it all. I thought, I thought I could be on my own and live my life on my own. And I did one of those deals where I moved, I don't know what's going on with my phone. Sorry about that, guys. Let me fix that. Anyway, I did a deal where I got out. Phone's doing it again, I apologize. I got out, and I thought, I don't need my family. I don't need anybody. This is me. I'm gonna do it my own. And I learned a valuable lesson. Sorry, I'm waiting on somebody. I don't know if they're behind me. I learned a valuable lesson by doing this, and that's don't get too cocky, and also don't be afraid to ask for help. You see, I ended up moving to a state that I knew nothing about. No job, no income. I had a 1996 Camaro, my dog, with puppies, and I had the Camaro stacked with my stuff. I had a mini fridge in it, like everything I owned, in this mini Camaro. I mean, not mini, it's a regular Camaro. I drove all the way from Arizona to Colorado. I ended up making some really poor decisions in Colorado, and it led me to be homeless. And from being homeless, I thought, man, I'm never going to succeed in life. I had no idea what I wanted to do in life. I was a loser. I was having those negative thoughts in my head that I was going to be a loser for the rest of my life because I was ready to give up. But then something happened to me a couple years later. You see, from the time I was 18 to 21, I wasn't doing nothing, 18 to 20, I wasn't really doing nothing with my life. I was working some construction, but I was lazy, so I didn't work fast enough or hard enough, and construction wasn't my thing. I worked at my mom and dad's restaurant, and I know what you guys think. You were homeless, but your parents owned the restaurant? Yes, because I was trying to succeed on my own. I was trying to be self-sufficient. I didn't want to live off my parents. And I did end up going back to Arizona, but I still didn't live with my parents, but I did work in the restaurant because I didn't want to be like living off of them, like I wanted to at least earn my keep. So I'm working these minimum wage jobs. I'm working odd jobs. I'm working for different places, and I was broke every week. I was making $200 or $300 a week, and I found myself going into debt. I was buying shit that I didn't need, and then I ended up turning 21. Before I turned 21, I was about 20 years old, but my 21st birthday was coming around, and I still felt like a loser. I felt like I dropped out of high school, in 11th grade, got my GED. I had nothing going for me. Then I found this trucking school called AIT. I went to AIT and got kicked out after 2 weeks for fighting with another student in class. I got kicked out of a truck driving school. Thinking about it, man, it kind of makes me tear up in a way, because I worked so hard to get to where I'm at today, and I'm very proud of what I've done. After I got kicked out, I took like a week off, just angry, just a lot of pent up anger. And I went to a truck driving school called Southwest Truck Driver Training. It's not a sponsored video, by the way. These guys, they took me in. They were kind, respectful. A lot of the classmates were pretty cool. I remember when I first took my my permit test. I failed it 7 times. Failed my permit test, my general knowledge part. I passed everything else, was the general knowledge. But I failed that 7 times. I wanted to give up. I just wanted to be done. I didn't want to be in this life. I thought truck driving would not even be my thing. But then, when I finally got my general knowledge and I got my permit, I was so excited. Like an idiot, I posted my my permit on Facebook, and of course, you know, it's got all my info. I didn't hide nothing. And I was so happy. That even though I went through all that failure, I actually accomplished something. Oh, excuse me. I worked hard. And I accomplished it. You see, life is going to give you obstacles. And you just got to keep pushing yourself through all the bullshit. I passed my driving test first try. I've known how to drive a semi-truck all my life. Literally. My dad would put me in his lap and let me steer the steering wheel down little roads and stuff in a semi-truck. I passed my pre-trip inspection test, my driving test, and I got my CDL. And that was the happiest moment of my life. Besides my son being born, of course. Oh my god. I don't see a lot of people going to be watching this video, but thank goodness I don't have that many subscribers. I'm bawling like a baby right now. But I started working for a company, a big company called Rail Transport, doing flatbed. And during my time, I was happy. I was happy making, now that I think about it, I was making really shitty money, and I hated, I wish I would have, I mean, you gotta start somewhere, right? But I was happy with what I was making. I was pulling in like $700 or $800 a week after taxes and deductions, and I was happy with that. But then I got back into my stupid ways. You know, I was doing dumb shit. I was driving down I-5 in California, and I was talking on a cell phone. In California, they have strict cell phone laws, as you all know. I had a headset, but I think my headset was dead, and I was talking to a buddy of mine. I was talking it like this, you know. And cops seen me, pulled me over, and gave me a ticket for it. And it was at that point I thought, damn, I'm done for. Never gonna have a driver job again. Like, because I didn't know about the repercussions and stuff. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen. All I knew is my company had a very strict talking on the cell phone policy, and we also had a policy of every time you got a ticket, you had to turn it in. Well, I didn't turn mine in, but I still posted it on Facebook like an idiot, and someone ratted me out to the company, and the company called me, and I got fired. I had worked at this company for over a year, and they fired me, and I was lost. So a buddy of mine was working for this company up in North Dakota, hauling grain and doing hopper bottoms and all that. Sorry, still looking out. And I was thinking, alright, he's working for a small company, I'll go work for him because they're looking for a driver. And I was like, they're a small company, they're not looking for nothing, special. So I went and worked for them, and that was a big mistake. During that time, I wasn't getting paid nothing really. I had lost my truck. I had broken up with my wife at the time, and yes, I was married at 18. Got divorced. I had nowhere to go. Lost everything pretty much. And then I ended up quitting that company after working there for 3 months. And I thought, well, I've gone 90 days, no accidents, no tickets, no nothing. So I decided to look into a major company again. And that's why I started Melton Truck Lines. My life was finally starting to come back once I got hired at Melton Truck Lines. I was doing flatbed again. Life was good, but Melton Truck Lines wasn't working for me. I wasn't making the money I thought I'd make again, and I knew I could make more. I was tired of these $600 and $700 paychecks. Melton Truck Lines, what they would do is they give you a high pay rate of 46 cents a mile, but they would only give you like 1,500 to 2,000 miles a week. And the way they would set it is where they would give you a different load, and the load won't be due till next pay period, so you're screwed on loads. So I left them after working there for 7 months. Then I went to work. I said, you know what? I want to do something local. I want to be around my kids more, and I want to enjoy life with them. So I moved back down to Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada. I started the job. My dad actually helped me get a job at a place called Star Nursery. I miss Star Nursery still to this day. I drove a dedicated route going from Las Vegas, Nevada down to Escondido, California, and then back up. I worked there for about a year. I was getting bored. I was getting reckless again. Not reckless, but lazy. I thought to myself, I gotta stop doing this. My paperwork, I was so bad at it, and I kept turning in the wrong stuff or turning in late, and I was just horrible at paperwork. So I worked and made myself better at that. But I still ended up leaving Star Nursery because I'll be honest, I got bored. They were a good company. I made about $900 a week, but they paid bi-weekly, so I was making $1,800 before taxes, and I was okay with that. I like the bi-weekly pay, honestly, because I had one big check that I could pay all my bills and have money left over to last me 2 weeks. So it was real nice. I ended up getting a car, getting my apartment, and I was back to normal. Things were finally going on track for me until they weren't. So I was dating a girl at the time. Her and I got in a fight. She split up with me and left the apartment. We were splitting rent, and I was stuck with an apartment I couldn't afford now because I didn't have a second half there to help me pay. So then I stuck with it as long as I could until I got kicked out. That's the way it was. I was like, alright, well, I have no place to go, so I'm going to go back over the road and live in my truck until I can save up money. I went to go try out cattle hauling. Did that for 2 weeks. Not for me. I just wanted to see what it paid. I wanted to try it. And shout out to the company that took me for 2 weeks, and they were ready to hire me. I'm sorry. I just couldn't do it. That was just too much going on. So here I am today. It's hard to believe that this all happened in the span of 5 years. But here I am today. I am with a good company. Got a house. Got a brand new car. Got a wonderful fiance. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, really, getting married again? Yes I am. I got 2 beautiful boys that I adore. Like, they are my world, and this is what I do it for. I struggled, and I still struggle from time to time. 5 whole years in this industry trying just to get by making the mistakes, making the wrong moves, just doing stupid shit. But I made it. I succeeded. No matter how many F-ups I did, I still came back. And I learned from them, and it's made me a better trucker and a better person. More mature person, too. And I'm going to continue to do what I got to do. My message to anybody out there who thinks that they can't make it in the trucking industry or can't make it in life, it's okay to think that way. Because by thinking that way, it makes you push yourself to do better. And that's my advice to you. Push forward, drive on, and succeed. Your guys' day will come where things will fall into place for you, no matter how bad it is. My day came. My day is here. And I'm happy and I'm content. So, I know this was a long video. I know I know it wasn't like anything too funny or information, but I wanted to give you guys my backstory and what I'm all about. I created my YouTube channel as a place just to kind of get away from the industry a little bit. And by get away, I mean kind of vent and create my own little space where I can vlog and do YouTube videos for you guys. And it's tough, but I'm not going to give up. Sure, I go weeks sometimes without uploading, but honestly, it's because I am really busy with my family and I'm busy with my trucking. But to you, though, to those people who have been there with me from day one and watched my videos, I appreciate it. With that being said, please like and subscribe, share my video, maybe it can help somebody, and as usual, your trucker B out.